Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson. And as you guys know, the Dallas Cowboys got their first Thanksgiving win since 2018 against the Washington football team, or, whatever. They were back known as a different name, but, now they're known as the Commanders. So, 2018 win against the Washington Commanders. So, it's been a long time coming for them to finally get a Thanksgiving win, man. And I appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think might enjoy my content, man. So, yeah, back to what I was saying about how, this is the Dallas Cowboys' first Thanksgiving win against the since the Washington Commanders. But earlier in that first half, it looks like we were going to have another dreadful Thanksgiving where we would lose the game on something nonsensical. But I'm glad we picked it up. First I'm going to talk about the tale of two halves. The first half, we came out, and like I said in my morning video that I did and I posted this morning, I said that the Cowboys they had to take care of this team early and often, because like I said in the first half, my keys were stop the run on passing downs, let's get to Jones, send blitzes, whatever. I said score early and often and put this team away. The first half we didn't do that, and all the things I told him not to do. I said, hey, stop the run. We did well tonight, stopping the run. Passing down, getting to Daniel Jones, we did so on that. We didn't score early and often. We finally put them away, but it took us a minute to do that. We had turnovers offensively, which were terrible. The first one was on Dak, thinking there was an offsides penalty by the defense. Obviously, the ref didn't. If they weren't going to throw a flag the first couple seconds, but then you hike that ball, they weren't going to throw it regardless. So that was just a terrible bad ball thrown by him. Then his second interception. All what I'm talking about happened in the first half. Then he threw he was trying to throw like a back shoulder fade to CeeDee Lamb, and it ended up being a tipped ball up in the air, which caused Dak Prescott to get his second turnover, interception. We did have a lot of dumb penalties. Both teams did. Just the officiating in this game was a bit spotty. There was a bunch of dumb calls on either way, but I'm glad Dallas finally, pulled away with a victory. Zeke had a good day today. This was his best performance of the year. Tony Pollard today, the reason why he didn't have such a great game was because, just 4 days prior to this game, he had 189 yards, worth of the offense. So, I know for sure Dallas, they were giving Tony Pollard rest in this game, but even with rest, he had 18 carries for 60 yards, but 3.3 yards per carry. Through the air, he only had 2 caught passes for a yard. So, this team was a bit shaky in the first half. Like I said, they were messing around, they were playing around. They thought that the Giants would come here and they were going to quit because they had a lot of people out. And no, they didn't do that. They came out here, the Giants, and they went out, they punched us in the mouth, and they gave us a fight early and often in this game. We just have to do a lot better of putting away bad football teams. I don't know why we seem like we have troubles doing that, but we need to get a lot better at doing that. So that was the first half. But like I said, in the second half, they turned it back on. They stuck to what they were doing with, and that's one thing. We're not a passing team. Even if we go sign Odell, you know what I'm saying? We go. Let's say we sign Odell the week after he visits us. In the first half we were getting a bunch of dumb penalties, but in the second half we finally stuck to running the ball. And like I said, we're not a passing team. We know our identity by now. I don't know why Kellen Moore tries to stray from that. We are a running dominant football team. We run the ball really well, and we play really great defense. That's what the Cowboys are. That's what they've always have been. Even every year when they have had successful seasons, it's always been because we were able to run the ball and play great defense. Now, in this game, in the first half, we were trying to, stray from that. So now we just had to get better at that. Now we have a 2-day rest between today and our next opponent is the Indianapolis Colts. Again, they come into Dallas. We know what happened last time. Same thing 4 years ago when we played them. They shut us out. So yeah, man. Man, that's about it for the game. Real quick, I'm gonna go over some stats. Zeke Elliott today, like I said, he had a really good game today, which I was proud of him for. He had 16 carries for 91 yards. He had a 5.7 average today on the ground with a touchdown. Tony Pollard, like I already said, went over his stats with 18 of 60 for 3.3 yards per carry. CeeDee Lamb joined in on the rush party as well with 2 carries, 11 yards, 5.5 yards per carry. Dak, 2 carries for 4 yards, 2 yards per carry. Then Peyton Hendershot with his rushing touchdown. So CeeDee Lamb, big day today, 6 catches, 106 yards. He had 2 one-handed catches today. I know for sure he had 2. Then I knew he also caught one week 3 against the Giants on Monday night. So he's just been catching one-handed passes against the Giants. Gallup, the best game of his season this year. Definitely 5 catches, 63 yards, 12.6 yards a catch. And I've said over and over again in my offseason videos when talking about Michael Gallup, and a lot of them were anticipating him to play week 1. I said that this should have been the game where you brought him back, and this was a game that he came back in. Honestly, obviously he's still lingering from that injury. He doesn't look completely like himself, but hey, I mean, this was for sure his best game since he's been back from the injury. Then you look at Jake Ferguson. Oh, that boy. All the tight ends, they showed out again. We are a 2 tight end dominant, run heavy set team. Jake Ferguson had 3 catches for 57 yards, 19 yards per catch. Schultz was 4 catches, 31 yards, 7.8 yards a catch with 2 touchdowns. Peyton Hendershot didn't catch any passes, but he still had a little jet sweep. We utilized his speed. Zeke Elliott caught a ball for 3 yards. So, I mean, we did really well today offensively in the second half. All we just needed to do was just take care of the ball in the first half, and we would have been fine. Defense did their job today. One thing I just wanted them to clean up on was definitely stopping the run again. I just in total, I just feel like we're just at this point, we're now, after this game, we're 13 weeks into the NFL season, and we're not that great at stopping the run, and I don't think miraculously we're going to be able to fix it. So to avoid that, I just think that every single time that we get the ball, we're going to have to score touchdowns like how we did against Minnesota. So that's why, because once we get into these immense leads over you, we're forced you to be one-dimensional, and we force you to pass. So I just think that since Dallas knows their weakness, that they can't stop the run consistently, they just know they have to hurry up, score out, and pounce on teams early. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay blessed. Have a nice dinner with your family tonight.